Sweet, I'll be there for just a minute. Alright everybody, and we are just about ready to get kicked off with Domu. We have Redire running there, and he's using a face cam, so you'll get to see his beautiful face. Let's take it over to Redire and see what he has to say. Okay, and your audio will be unmuted in 3, 2, 1. Alright, we are back with Redire. How's it going, Redire?
Hello, my name is Redire, and welcome to Domu. I'm sorry, I don't know what that was about.
No,
hey everyone, my name is Redire, and I guess I'm starting playing. Is that correct?
I will count you down. That countdown was just for audio on mute. I will count you down from 3 when you are ready to go.
I am ready to go.
Alright, so good luck, man. In 3, 2, 1, go.
Alright, so here is super fun adventure time, as you could see. That's a great game. Very positive. Features flowers and nature and funny traps. Well, at least I hope they're funny for you. They're kind of infuriating, but oh well. So yeah, this is an adventure game, very light-hearted in nature. I mean, look at this sun. How can it possibly go wrong? Yeah, it's not like, I don't know, there's a meteor coming up that's gonna destroy everything in a second. Oh. Right, so, oops, let me actually do that. Okay, so, Domu. This is an adventure game, quite an underrated adventure game in my opinion. It actually does not have a very light-hearted atmosphere, I lied to you, I'm sorry. But it does have an atmosphere, that's for sure. It actually made quite an impression on me. Let me remember how to actually do the cycle, by the way. So yeah, this game has a lot of gimmicks and a very diverse gameplay. Right now, it's, well, jumping and spikes. I guess that's not very diverse for now, but stick with me. After I'm done with that corner, you'll see. Oh, alright. I'm sorry for playing a little bit sloppy. It's quite early in here. I've just woken up. It's 14 in the afternoon, actually. It's pretty early, okay? Right, so coming up, we've just passed the hub, and now we are on one of the first, I don't know how many levels. This game has a lot of levels. It's called Fog, and every single level of this has a certain gimmick. Right after I'm done with this jump, which is the hardest jump in the game, so don't worry about me dying so much. Okay, now, the gimmick here is darkness. Well, you don't actually have to play it blind. You see, the actual gimmick here is that flower over there that lets you see if you collect it. But since we are going fast, we're just gonna go blind. Well, for the most part. You'll see me collecting the flower right here. And the darkness on the left should disappear right away. Great stuff. Oops. The estimate of this game is just right. It's lenient enough for me to be not practice too much, but it's actually tight enough for me to be nervous. That's perfect. Alright. Getting one cycle here is kind of cool, because this thing gives you a good cycle. Alright. Getting first try at it. Like, if you save and restart on that save, the cycle is bad, you have to wait. In addition to, you know, losing time because you died. Alright, a little bit of a chase sequence here, but we have plenty of time. Right, here comes another skip over here. And by skip I mean another blind segment. Okay, first try, that's actually pretty hard. And this blind segment is so easy, I don't think I've Why did I say that? Okay, let's use the safe strat. Doesn't work either. Oh my god. Okay, very easy. Good job. I don't think I've ever done it legitimately. Right, next segment. Life. Those wines are a chap, by the way. Yeah. Life features vines and bubbles, which is basically moving water. And of course the enemies, which you can't kill, unfortunately. But thankfully enough, you can dodge the bullets. Oops, and there's a dick spike. Is this run including not checkpoint avoidance? Well, not really, but it does include an avoidance, and I might not die to it. Close enough. Yeah, the avoidance of this game is probably the high point, which is at the very end. Alright, here comes the thing. There's the thing that we need to shoot through a wall, and in order to do that, we need to be on another screen so that the bullets don't collide with the block. Okay. Okay, there's a fast strat for that. Great stuff. Okay, going well so far. I'm actually kind of surprised. I mean, I was very confident from the beginning. Nothing can go wrong in this run. I should reset. The apple cycles here are actually kind of important. Alright. This segment can troll you in the very end with a bad cycle. It can troll you with a good cycle as well. Okay. That's the final save. It's pretty long, but not very hard. Why am I saying that? I'm going to die to it now. Oh man. Well. Maybe my counter jinxing worked. It's actually very unlikely to die from this point. It's very easy. Okay. Okay. No deaths. Good stuff. This boss is a jerk. Hopefully it's very short, and hopefully we are lucky. Why? You don't have a double jump as soon as you fall from the water. And yeah, this very fitting boss to end the life. It's a giant skeleton, by the way. Okay, this curving is unreadable. Actually, that's 100% on me. That was perfectly survivable. The only hard part is actually trying to climb the bubble while the boss is shooting curving at you. Unless it doesn't shoot in your direction. Alright, that's 2. We need to do it 4 times. Ooh, okay, it's fine. That death was included in the estimate. Alright. You can play safer on this boss. Alright. Okay, I missed a shot here, but I kind of had to. Wow, look at that! Oh man! He is after me. This is fine. This is fine. All of this is included. I expect to spend the rest of my marathon here, pretty much. Your brother draw the bosses. That's interesting, Nogard. By the way, say hey, say hi to Nogard in chat. He made this game. Smiley face. Ooh, tricky curving. Alright, it seems like the best way of dealing with this. Okay, let's. Okay. It seems like the best way of dealing with this boss is to read chat. So, keep that in mind for your playthrough. Right, so we are back in the hub and we can choose one of the 2 remaining options, and we are choosing the right one. I forgot to save. Right, growth has a gimmick that's really hard, like really lengthy to explain, but it's actually pretty self-explanatory. Oh, for the most part. You collect those things and you shoot the earth blocks, which you can use to stand on and to block water and cactuses. Hopefully for this screen we don't actually need to solve anything. Oh, well, we need to not die to the cactuses, but, well, instead of doing everything, you can just jump through that wall by doing that, and then you can just... Oh. Well, blimey, I guess we have to do the screen after all. Right, so... Oh, yeah, gates are pretty hard. But yeah, there's still a slight skip over here. I'm not sure if it's actually developer intended or not. Maybe Nogard can comment on that, but you can use 1 block instead of 2 and then do this quick trick. Yeah, in order to understand what the hell just happened, you need to know that blocks get destroyed if you shoot them and if you stay on them and jump from them. So we shoot that block, for example, and then we can go here and jump on that block and destroy it. Well, the point is to get across, of course, but we do destroy the block in the process. Right, another puzzle. Overall, this is like... Oh, yeah. This is pretty much a good balance of puzzles and platforming for this segment. Hopefully, I know... Well, it kind of balances out. I should be, I should know all the puzzles. I do know them, but I'm terrible at platforming, so... Hopefully we'll be able to get through this. Alright. Hey. That's a tricky water timing. But it's fine. Cactus is already plural. The singular is cactme. Oh, okay, thank you. Excuse me for poor England. Excuse me for poor England. I am not very good at this. Right, so this screen can easily lose me 40 seconds if I die, because it's very long. Hopefully we don't need to collect the blocks on the very right side before and after the diamond. That would be tragic. Tragic for the estimate, that is. But still we need every other block in the screen. I spent like half an hour yesterday trying to search for a better way here, but oh well. Right, last block. And terrible jump. Alright, first try. Yeah, probably at least half an hour ahead of the estimate because of that. Next step. Well, again, a fairly self-explanatory gimmick. Okay, I'm gonna do, since I'm a little bit ahead of the estimate, I'm gonna do this skip. Oh. How did that happen? Oh, right. Don't worry about that. Why does this keep happening? Oh, right. I've been playing on the dev version this entire time. Oh, god damn it. Illegitimate speedrun. Sorry about that. I'm gonna restart the game real quick. Yep, cheating. Not very legal cheating. Anyway, that's not gonna happen anymore. Is it alright? By the way, I should check the stream. Right, okay, it should be fine on your end. Right. Downward plane skips. Hey, we did it. Well, the skip is a little hard. There are 2 things that make this thing hard. First of all, it's humanly unreadable, and second of all, it never ends. So yeah. Not this time. Maybe for the next one. Yeah, this game has a lot of little secrets like that one. Mainly they are reference to other fan games. Right. Oh, okay, I actually forgot about that, but thankfully I was going fast and that saved me. Let this be a lesson to you. Okay, that last jump is trickier than it looks like. I didn't reset, so the laser is messed up. I'm sure it's gonna be fine. Okay. Okay. Well, that's alright. Have I spent an infinity trying to figure out if that it never ends? That's a good question. No. So it might end after all, actually. I guess you got me. It might have ended right after I, well, stopped trying it. T-bong plus corner skip. That's a good one. Oh, God. Let's not worry about the skips for a while. Apparently the original platforming is hard enough for me. Alright. This segment can be done if I don't mess up. Rep. I mean, it can be done, and it can also be done quickly. That has been a fairly good run so far. I think I jumped too late. No, I didn't. Alright, this save is something. I forgot to explain all the gimmicks in here, by the way, but I guess they're not that hard to understand. Well, it's kind of the last screen, so it's too late for me now. Oh, well. I hope you didn't miss it. By the way, this is probably the worst boss for me. The good news is I've spent the last half hour practicing it. The bad news is I did it like once out of 10 times. I'm sure it will be fine. This couple of phases are fairly... You know, I didn't even... They're fairly challenging, that's what I wanted to say. The real problem comes in the last final phase, which requires about 9,000 IQ to read. Right. Yeah, he has only 3 attacks. I mean, until the final. This is the last one that you haven't seen. I guess his another attack is when he charges straight at you, if you get bad RNG. You might be witnessing that now. No, he decided to go downward instead. Okay, I'm trying to play it safe right now. Okay, here's the last phase, the lasers. Ooh, okay. I missed him. That's not good. Okay. That's really good. Second try is... I'll take it. I'll totally take it. My last 5 runs lost at least 3 minutes on this boss. Okay. Yeah. Remembering to explain the gimmicks. Hell has this elevation gimmick that pulls you up and gives you a double jump back in return, and the cycle was bad. I guess I didn't reset. That happens sometimes. Okay. Or maybe the cycle is just bad and I don't remember it. Okay. Okay, this time the cycle was good for some reason. I don't know, man. I'm bad at this game. Just kidding, I'm the greatest. Right, this first jump is fairly precise, and the cycle goes like this. Yeah, and the eyes follow you and kill you. I keep forgetting to explain the gimmicks properly, I'm sorry. Hopefully you understand. I mean, I guess you're supposed to understand it. It's not like there's a tutorial that I'm not showing you. Ooh. I need to slow down a little bit. A little bit slowing down, right? No, slow down more. Okay. There you go. Yep, great. World record incoming. I don't know. The world record for this game is 57 minutes, I think. I actually don't remember my own time. I don't have my splits open, so we will never know. Let's say it's 57 minutes. Okay. Next up is Creep. It features this slow, web-like vines. They behave pretty much like vines, but they are slow like that. And the next gimmick of this thing is the single jump spiders. Well, you double jump, weird things happen. you'll be seeing that. Hopefully you can kill them and then double jump. Okay. Now it's time to see what happens if you double jump. Coming right up. Okay. Sometimes you can save in time and ignore the gimmick. And by sometimes, I mean exactly this time. Well, not really. Okay. Let's save closer so that we get the good timing. There's a troll spike that makes you want to jump, but you don't want to jump. You can jump here, I guess. Okay. Ah, got me in the end. Thankfully we saved. Okay, tricky shot. Got him. I'm doing all the hard stuff first try. I don't know what happens. I swear this has never happened before. Okay. Once you know the strat, the screen is very easy. Finding the strat might be a problem, but oh boy. There's everyone's favorite gimmick, the ledges. Thankfully we did it quite quickly. And here's another everyone's favorite gimmick, the ice physics. This time around the ice actually gives you momentum, so you can jump over really high gaps and over ceiling double diamonds. Yeah, and the second gimmick of this segment is the weird hitbox shapes of this spike. It's rectangular, which is not very intuitive. Unfortunately, Nogurt refuses to fix it, so you should not all at Nogurt to tell him to fix it. Alright. Okay, just get past the snowman, wait for the... Oh, wait too much and fall down. Okay, fine. This is fine. Oh, man. Wow, rude. Okay. I did get stuck on this save last time as well. I don't know what happens. Oh, that's not really getting stuck. I'm still fine. Ooh. Oh, well. I was gonna complain about hitboxes, but that was kind of my fault. So yeah, terrible hitboxes. Okay. You're not supposed to die to this segment, by the way. It's very easy. Alright. Man, I don't know what's up with this jump. I swear to God, I used to be so consistent at this, and then I started dying to it all the time. I don't know what changed. What am I doing wrong? Can somebody please help me? Maybe I should... Oh, man. It's okay, I can do it. I should take more distance to speed up. Oh, and now I died to the spike. It's okay. Coming up with the strats on stream. Okay, I jumped too early this time. At least I'm getting good at the first segment. Oh, never mind. Okay, we did it. Now the walls are magnetic for some reason. Right. This was probably the hardest save for me, so... I mean, not in the game, but on this level. So the rest should go relatively smoothly. Alright. Okay, the trick to this skip is to save as much to the right as possible. The snowflakes kill you, by the way, so you have to keep them in mind. Alright. This segment kind of reminds me of Boshi. First, because this segment is kind of like that World 9 segment, when you have to keep your speed. And second of all, because the hitboxes are broken. And most importantly, stand by. Okay. This is a favorite level for a lot of people. The gimmick is fairly straightforward. You shoot the spikes, you miss them, and you fall to your death. So, Sometimes they turn around for some reason, but I think that's a glitch. Ogre should fix that as well. Alright. Have to wait here 3 times. I messed up. Where am I? Okay. Ooh, I almost forgot about that reverse trap. Okay. Most of the saves in this area are not hard, except for one save. Oh, here's another gimmick. You might be familiar with this. It has been featured in games like Kill the Guy. If you single jump off the ground, the blocks of different color change from corporal to incorporeal form. Okay, that's how you do it, by the way. Okay, this is the only save that still gives me trouble. Let's see if it does this time. No, it doesn't, of course. I don't know what happens with this run. The game just wants to make me look stupid because I don't call anything. I remembered. Okay. Yeah. Normally it takes a little bit of time to figure it out, but as you can see, if you know what to do, then... Forgot to reset. Okay. And we have 2 saves left in this area. Oh, man. Ah, this happens sometimes. If you shoot the spike tip, the bullet goes through. So you have to make sure to shoot as low as possible. Like this. Alright. Yeah, I guess it's called standby because you have to stand by a lot while the spikes go or something. I'm not sure, actually. And again, as I did mention, my English is not very good. Well, it's not good enough to understand this name. Right, Infestation. That's one of the coolest gimmicks in the game, I think. You have these flowers, and you need to step on one of them in order to elevate the other. And I messed up. No, well. The height needs to be just right. And yeah, the eyes kill you if they look at you. But they won't be looking at us for the most part. Right. Oh, man. This save is actually more standby than every other save in standby. You have to wait a lot for the flowers to go down. And in the end, you are rewarded with a gate jump, which is very chokeable, by the way. Okay. Need to stop it just right for the gate. Okay. Oh! Oh, man. See, I paid all the attention to the gate, but I forgot about the very last jump, which still sometimes kills me for no reason. I mean, for the reason of me being bad, but... Come on now. It's fine. Despite that, the run looks pretty good so far. Oof. I never died to it 2 times in a row, so that's good. Right. So now in addition to the flower gimmick, we have an avoidance to survive. Fire. Fire doesn't kill you. The apples kill you though. I'm setting up the flowers right now. You might notice the reasons soon enough. should be further away from them. What's the fun in that? Okay, this never kills me. I am really brave today, saying all that. Okay, I'm not gonna fall to my death. I'm gonna wait, and then I'm gonna jump. Okay, got him. That is a good fast cycle for this screen. There you go. Okay, excellent. Now we have 2 flowers that go up, 1 flower that goes down, and we need to climb this apple tunnel, which is the last save before the boss of this level. Alright, the trick is to not get 1 flower too high, because then you cannot jump on it and then you're pretty much dead. Speaking of that... Oh no, I did just that, just to show you how it's done. Okay, now you know, we can beat it. Right? Thankfully the flowers behave like platforms do in usual fan games, so you can jump as soon as you touch them. Okay. Excellent. The RNG can be ruthless in this, but it's usually fine. Right, this boss. The RNG can be really bad at this. Okay, this is really good. Unless it kills me. Thank you. That was really good. So yeah, I shouldn't have fallen down, by the way. Yeah, in case you didn't notice, which you probably didn't, which makes sense, he has a shield that prevents you from damaging him repeatedly like I did, but the tip of his sword actually sticks out of his shield on the very top. So we need to have the elevation gimmick to pull us up, and then we can kill him like that. Normally it's... oh no! Right. Normally this boss is just like the others. It has a lot of RNG attacks, and there are a few ways you can climb up to damage him. That elevation gimmick being one of them. But we can kind of abuse it to ignore it. For the full version of this boss, check out the game at deliciousfruit.com at, well, $0. I'm not really sponsored to. Anyway, Forum. Forum is probably the second favorite level of mine. It features this rotating platform gimmick, and you need to stand on them. Stand on the platforms in the right place to kind of speed them up. Okay, these bats are actually RNG, so need to pay attention to them. Alright. Not gonna show these. Oh, yeah, there are a lot of extra. I forgot to reset. I'm dead probably, but let's see how it goes. Ooh, okay. Man, this is actually a good cycle. I was gonna say that the cycle for this is always bad, but I actually accidentally found a good cycle strat right now. Okay. The cycle for this is... for the last one is still pretty bad. Okay. I should actually remember what I did right now. Some sort of... I implemented some form of panic jumping and it kind of worked. But yeah, usually you have to reset and actually wait for the last cycle. Alright. Going full speed on this thing is a little suicidal. So let's do it. Oh, well, yeah. Case in point. Okay, let's go slower this time. Just kidding, let's go. Ah, okay, I'm gonna stop now. This is clearly not paying off. This bed does like geometry, that's true. And its friend also likes geometry. Hopefully we'll see it soon. Okay, that's a little bit not intended. Okay. Going fast on this one is mega suicidal. So let's do it. Okay, no, let's not do it. Oh boy. It's hard enough Okay. Thankfully the bats disappear at the very end. Okay, here's another puzzle screen for this. I need to put the gears in advance. Put the gears in position in advance. That was on purpose. Alright. Thankfully we've put it right here so that we can continue. Planning ahead. Let's not get too far ahead. Because, well, there's two ways of doing that. Do what I did right now and do the two 4.5s in the end of the save. Alright. Here come the mega drop. Comes. English. Ah, not first try. Who puts drop gates in the... Oh, whatever. Man. My 2-frame strat doesn't work. Probably because I don't 2-frame. Okay, it worked as soon as I 2-framed. So maybe that's why it's called the 2-frame strat. Right, fear. Apparently we are afraid of our shadow because that's what follows us and kills us if it gets to us. Thankfully, our shadow is pretty slow. I can't believe I did it first try. Alright. I can't believe I did that first try. You're supposed to do all the boxes, and that takes a lot of time. But with one box and some tricky jumps, you can pull this off. And if anyone tells you that you can do this with 0 boxes, you should shout at him for lying, because that's clearly impossible. I should not get stuck. Alright. Okay. This gimmick is very confusing at first, but as soon as you see it, it becomes a... Well, it's pretty much a glorified spotlight. You cannot really see the spikes until you get close to them. Well, I have to admit it does look pretty cool. Okay, good. Yeah, remember that trap that makes us go fast? This time it reverses itself. Right. Okay, I've never done this strat, let's try it. It works, good to know. Oh boy. Who doesn't like invisible mazes? Well, at least mazes here are kind of visible. You can have a decent idea of where the block's gonna turn out, so it's not too bad. The bad news is there's a shadow following us, so we cannot stop and think. We have to go right away. Alright, alright. That's a really good run so far, by the way. Just a few more screens. This is a nasty blind jump. Alright. Let's not choke it. That was a 4-frame. Okay. One more time. Oh yeah, the previous... I forget to explain the gimmicks all the time, but yeah. The previous screen featured the block gimmicks, but I mean, these blocks were featured in like 20 fan games on this marathon alone, probably. So, okay, let's... Okay, so yeah, you probably had a decent idea what's happening. Okay, didn't choke the F jump this time. Now we found the Meteor that killed everything in the beginning. Apparently it's a little crimson inside. Boss 4 of this game. It's probably the easiest of the 4. Okay. His attacks are not very hard to dodge, and he only has 4 HP. It is still a pretty long fight, so dying is pretty costly. right? Fortunately, his shields are just long enough for me to only be able to damage him once. Okay. You can actually do 2 attacks when we are able to damage him, but he keeps doing the one where he just slowly goes down. Okay, he just keeps doing it. Alright, well. The next attack is unlocked in the premium version of this game. And here's boss rush. Okay, the lasers get another time to shine. This time they're pretty easy because you don't have to frantically move up and down to hit the boss. Alright. Boss rocks. So yeah, this is a classic chase sequence pretty much. We're gonna escape the darkness or else it kind of consumes us and we die and have to start over again. There are plenty of skips you might see, like the corner skip and whatnot. Unfortunately, they're useless, because even if we do the segment early, we have to wait for the darkness to catch up to us. So I pretty much have to play it as safe as possible and don't die. Well, it's hard enough on its own. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, go. Now let's wait. Okay. Ooh! I've never died to that. That would be tragic. I mean, how do you die to that? Yeah. The gear gimmick takes a return. Or makes a return. It returns for a little bit. Alright. Should be doing fine on time. I'm gonna be super safe. There's no reason not to. And of course, the double invert with a trap in the on top, which does nothing. Yeah, double invert. There it is. First try, by the way. Yeah, falling blocks don't kill you, thankfully. Or unfortunately. Would be great for this segment. Alright, as you can see, we had to wait just a little bit. Thank you, stay hydrated, bot. Okay. So, this is the final climb to the last segment of the game. It features the warping screen and spikes that you touch and die sometimes. Yep. Promoting the idea of hydration. The refreshing glass of vodka, I mean water. I forgot how to do that jump. You need to full jump and then re-jump. Okay, good. Oof. Okay, this segment is truly something. That's my PG-13 way of naming that segment. Ah, no, this is actually not that bad. It's just a nerf F jump, but this... I'm really bad at timing this for some reason, so I expect to spend a lot of time here. We'll see though. This run has surprised me already. On multiple occasions... Ah! I had like a pixel to stand, but I guess my align was not good. It's good to see that some things... Okay. Come on, man. That's what I get for trying to read chat during this. I swear to God, this is very hard. Okay. This segment is too relaxing. Okay, there you go. That's how you do it. Okay. Correct line this time. Aha! Alright, the final 2 areas of the screen. Right? This is the Labyrinth, as you might have guessed by the screen, by the title card, I guess. Have to collect 3 keys to get out of here, and we needed to collect those 3 compass spike thingies. I don't know how to call them. Well, these things that you've saw. Great. These things that you've seen in the beginning, they open up the path forward, so we have to take a little detour in the labyrinth to collect the keys for them. Okay. Let's not die to the last very easy thing. There you go. This screen reminds me of something. Can't put my finger on it. Oh yeah, it's Terraria, of course. This jump is tricky. Okay. You kind of switch your gravity in the middle of it. Right. No, this screen really does remind me of something. I shall figure it out one day. Okay. Doing a little bit too much of a fast strat. Alright. Slow strat percent. Slow and safe. Slow and steady wins the race. There you go. That's 1 key down. As you can see, the path to the right opened up, but we're not gonna collect it just yet. We're gonna solve the timing puzzle first. And the timing puzzle is you just go. And there's a trap. Ah! This is a good jump in the end. Okay. Safe closer. Alright. Trap. I always forget about that usually, so apparently today is an exception. Okay, second time is good enough. Still not gonna collect those things, because we have 1 more to unlock. Right over here. Those red blocks kind of hint at us that we're gonna backtrack through the segment. Nah, it was too fast. Actually, I just didn't reset. Okay, if you do the there's like a super ultra quick cycle for this. Yeah, this one. Good stuff. And there's a double corner skip, which we're gonna second try. Good. And yeah, as you can see, the gimmicks from all the previous stages kind of show up once again. Oh, okay. And just like I died in the previous stages, I'm gonna die here as well. You can call it a medley segment, I guess. Should have put that medley icon on top. I mean, on the layout. That's not where you go. Hopefully you can save after taking the key. You don't need to backtrack save list or anything. This is the sub 1 hour run. Gosh darn it, BBF. I was supposed to wait on the other cycle, by the way. Oh well. Alright, this jump is actually pretty hard. I don't know, man. I swear this jump is hard. Okay. Alright. Oh, what? Okay, you save on the right side of the save point and you can hold left. Ooh. Right, it's finally time to collect our reward, which is those arrow thingies. And it's time for the best segment of the game. The first puzzle of the 3 is the R-shaped puzzle. Okay. Simple enough. The second one is a block puzzle. I know a lot of people get stuck on it, so pay attention to the solution. Actually, is a tricky timing. Got it first try. Hop. There you go. That's how you solve it. Alright. Coming up is the 15th puzzle. Thankfully, I'm a god of 15s, so... easy. This one was obviously randomized, by the way. There's a cursor on screen. Okay. But yeah, in case you were wondering, the blocks don't have the blocks for that block puzzle actually don't have collision. So I mean, they do have collision, but they do not have collision if you're not looking. Why am I going to the right? Destination screens always confuse me. We are the final boss of the game. Nogard, the man himself, or the Pokemon himself? I'm not sure. This boss is probably the hardest in the game, actually. Okay. Has quite a few attacks, and it's fairly RNG dependent as well, because some of the attacks allow you to damage him twice. And one attack even allows you to damage him 3 times if you're really lucky. Alright. Oh, come on, the jukes. Ooh, no, no, no. Oh, man. The roundhouse kick got me. I don't think I've ever first tried this boss on a run. Oh, man, this attack is so hard. That's fine. Man, the jukes. He really likes to jump out of the way of the bullets. I swear this guy has an AI or something. You obviously want him to kind of appear on the path of your bullets like that, so that he can damage him more. Not a triple damage, unfortunately. No, not this one again. Okay. Okay. This is one of his like enrage attacks. He only does this once at a certain point in his HP bar, so it's good because we cannot damage him during this attack. Why are you doing this to me? I don't like this attack at all. Okay. Since he appeared right in front of us, we could damage him twice on this attack. Okay. His jukes were not successful this time. Ooh, okay, here's the final attack. Oh, well, that's a way to die, I guess. This is fine. It's alright. Ooh, not gonna get kicked this time. Man, Nograd is so good. Typing in chat and fighting against me. Okay, one more time. Ooh. Ah, the triple damage. Good stuff. The uppercut attack is the only one that allows me to damage him three times, not just two. Okay, here comes the final. Let's not die to the very first bullet in our faces. Alright. Wouldn't be a proper round without a little bit of a choke on this boss. I said a little bit of a choke, that means I'm not dying to this. Oh no. No! You nasty, nasty dragon. Well, this is the final boss of this game, which means this is the boss, and there are no bosses after that, but it's not the final part of the game. Please, mercy. Okay. Oh, wow, I got kicked again. Alright, fine. Focusing on the fight. We've choked enough. No, seriously. Oh, come on. Oh, not a final attack. That's right. Alright. You have a point. I don't know why I call it the final attack. I usually try to call it the rage attack, because it happens at low HP. Uh-oh. Alright. You can still damage him when he's on the bottom if you're, I don't know, if you're a TAS, I guess. Or if you're really, really feeling lucky. Maybe we'll finally learn how to be consistent in that attack. Thankfully he has quite a bit of attack, so